Happy Aloha Friday, gang. This is Coach Paul with Chalk Talk, and the topic for today is being a personal trainer versus being a coach. Now, sometimes it sounds like it should be the same thing. You know, you go to some gyms, they have coach on the back of their shirt. Some label themselves as personal trainers. I personally feel there is a difference between a personal trainer and a coach. All right, there are many differences in my opinion. You know, a personal trainer pretty much clocks in and clocks out. A coach, in my opinion, is always on the clock, right? Where a personal trainer would train for a session, and outside of the sessions, you know, they clock out. There's really no communication. Within a coach is always in communication, you know, within the session, outside the session, and it could even lead them into mentorship and things that go on emotionally as well. Personal trainers, you know, what typically happens is they need a certification. So they study hard for a certification, and at most times it ends there, you know, or they get ready when time to re-up and their certification expires. They have to go get a recertification, you know, to keep their cert up to par. Whereas coaches, well, I mean, in my opinion, like we devour textbooks. Like it's not just about a test given. We do take a test, you know, to be certified and to re-up and get, you know, not expire our certification. But we look into more research. We join seminars, you know, to get better. We look for mentorships, not only in our area, but across the nation or the world. And that's the difference between, you know, someone who's just getting their certification with all the knowledge in the world to someone who's constantly looking, you know, for more knowledge in different ways. I'm not saying that every personal trainer labeled are just doing that. So don't get me wrong. I know some of you personal trainers out there are like, nah, not me. I do exactly what you're saying in the coach's realm. You know, two things come off of that. Maybe you are a coach by heart, but you just label yourself as a personal trainer because you work for a commercial gym or whatnot. I always say that, you know, I've once had I used to be a teacher, you know, many years ago, and I had this one teacher that came to the school that I worked at who was very highly educated. And he came into the classroom. He would come and talk to us after and say, I don't understand why my kids don't test well, why don't they listen, and all this good stuff. It's because it's kind of that transition where he's just being a personal trainer, if you want to translate it that way, right? Versus him being a coach where he sets the ground rules, where he's mentoring them, building a relationship. And to me, you can have all the knowledge in the world, you can talk all the scientifics that you want about the body and training, but if you can't be it relatable to your client, then what is the good of that with all that knowledge in your head? So I always say it's better to be a coach that can communicate, and the way I teach my trainers and myself is, look, if you cannot explain it to a 6-year-old, to anybody, at least the 6-year-old mindset, then you have no business teaching it. So as a result, what happens is most personal trainers are doing it as a job, like meaning I'm looking for it to be more money in my bank account. Whereas a coach, it's more gratifying to me to make a difference in lives. You know, I always lead with my heart. I think coaches always lead with their heart, where we just want to have our clients reach the goals that, number one, they set out to reach. We're constantly mentoring them, building that relationship, so we can go to bed at night knowing that we're building great relationships in the community. We're getting people to like us more because we're leading with the heart. And you know what I always say, money follows naturally in that sense than where most personal trainers are leading with money, if that makes sense. The question I have for you, and why I'm talking about this right now, is because, you know, we're looking for good coaches here at Phase One. You know, we don't accept everybody here at Phase One because we have a way of doing things here, and it's always leading with the heart and things of that nature. But the question to you is, would you rather be a personal trainer or a coach? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Are you leading with your bank account, or are you leading with your heart to give back to the community that gives back to you? So with that said, gang, if you're looking to be a coach, personal trainer here at Phase One Sports, give us a call, contact us. I'd be more than happy to meet with you. Send me your resumes, get in contact with us like I said, and let's see if we can build a relationship, and if you're a good fit for us, then, you know, let's make it happen together. With that said, gang, happy Aloha Friday. Take care. Peace.